Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Greater Akron High School Sports Awards, brought to you by the Akron Beacon Journal, in partnership with Akron Children's Hospital and Meyer.
Even if this is the three-point line, and this is the hoop,
that counts.
if this is home ice, and this is sticking the landing, kids will find a way to keep playing the sports they love, and we'll keep helping them. After an injury, Akron Children's is dedicated to getting your child back to the game as quickly and safely as possible, however they play it. Learn more at akronchildrens.org/sports.
Talent will always be found. It doesn't matter where you play or where you're from. When you have talent, people will find you.
Some of the biggest names in the world of sports come together to honor the best high school athletes in the country. Alex Morgan, Katie Ledecky, Aaron Rodgers, Sue Bird, Shaquille O'Neal.
Now do you know my name? Yeah, you know, do you know my name? You know, my name is Fire, Fury, Power. My name is Legend. You know, do you know my name? Let's go. My name is Legend.
It's a celebration of athletic excellence from those who know it best. Here are your hosts, Heisman Trophy winner and ESPN analyst Desmond Howard, and the host of NFL Live and SEC Nation, Laura Rutledge.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight, we get to celebrate one of the most passionate and exciting groups in all of sports, the high school athlete.
That's right, Laura. An incredible list of all-star talent has signed on to help recognize these amazing men and women. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, Alex Morgan, Chipper Jones, Sue Bird, Katie Ledecky, and the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love it. You know, I actually think it's illegal these days to have a sports award without Shaq in it.
I think you're right.
So I'm glad he's on board for our show tonight.
Of course, and the Diesel has something in common with everyone else on this show. At one point or another, we all went to high school.
True, and while the time since high school has been a while, for some more than others, we all still remember the hopes and dreams and even the challenges of that memorable time in our lives.
And tonight, we all return to high school to cover a lot of sports and give out a lot of awards. If two people showed up to cheer for it, and those two people were your parents, we're celebrating it tonight.
So ditch the backpacks and summer reading lists and forget about that pop quiz you bombed in third period French last semester. It's time to celebrate some of the best high school athletes in the area.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the generous support of our sponsors.
And you can't have a celebration this big without a little flexing going on. That's why we have sports broadcaster Abby Labar keeping an eye on the land of the humble brag.
Thanks, Laura. And speaking of bragging, we know you love to, and we love to see it. So tag us in your social posts, share photos and videos from your own celebrations using tonight's hashtags. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown on the social media feed on the show website. Okay, so we know every award show needs a red carpet, and lucky for us, two former college football players agreed to host ours tonight. If you don't know them as football players, well, you probably know them better from another little gig they had. The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, my friends Tyler Cameron and Matt James.
Thanks, Abby. Matt and I are so excited to be here. We got out, got dressed up, and stepped into our freshest kicks to walk the red carpet.
Wait, are those my shoes?
Bro, you put them in my closet. I'm wearing them now.
Tonight we get a chance to salute some show-out high school athletes. So who's handing out the roses? I mean the awards tonight.
Careful now. We talked about this and we let that go. We were playing sports long before our bachelor days, so we know how exciting this must be for you.
But tonight's not about us. It's about the athletes of today. the records they're breaking, the bars they're raising, and the names we'll be reading and remembering in the future.
So, whether or not you win tonight, just know you've already proven to be a top athlete. So congratulations, this red carpet is all for you.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you, Desmond, but I'm ready to start giving these kids some of their hard-earned awards.
Hey, let's do it. We're going to kick things off in the pool. Here to help us dive right in is one of the most decorated female swimmers in U.S. history, the legendary Katie Ledecky.
Katie Ledecky burst on the competitive swimming scene at 15 years old. At the London Olympics, she took home the gold and the first of many Olympic medals. She's added 4 more golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. The recent Stanford grad is back in the pool, training for Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Katie Ledecky talking to all you swimmers and divers out there. I know a lot of the world puts us all together in one big group because we spend half of our time in the pool and the other half of the time trying to get chlorine out of our hair. But we are a very diverse group. Divers launch themselves off of boards and platforms of varying heights, and swimmers employ a bunch of different strokes and distances, each with its own unique demands. That's why I'm here. So I can speak to all of you individuals and tell you the key to success in your water world is to always, always, always keep moving forward. Except, of course, anyone who competes in backstroke or performs back dives. That advice would be very bad for you. You guys keep going backward. That sounded weird. I'm gonna go back in the pool. I'll leave all you divers to your diving and your backstrokers to your backstroking. I'll see you later. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Mackenzie DeWitt of Hudson High School.
Senior Mackenzie DeWitt helped lead Hudson to Division I sectional and district team titles and to a 5th place finish in the state meet. DeWitt finished 2nd in the state 400-yard freestyle relay, 3rd in the 200 freestyle relay, 3rd in the 100 backstroke, and 4th in the 100 butterfly. She won district titles in all 4 events.
Congratulations, Mackenzie. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Johnny Marshall of Firestone High School.
Firestone sophomore Johnny Marshall won a Division I state championship in the 100-yard backstroke and finished 2nd in the 200 freestyle. He also competed in the state meet in 2 relays and won sectional and district titles in the 200 freestyle and the 100 backstroke.
Congratulations, Johnny.
If you had to name the sport that most pro athletes choose to play when they're not at their paying gig, it would have to be golf. It doesn't mean they're good at it, but it doesn't mean they're as bad as Charles Barkley either. But we decided to tap someone who makes their living driving for show and putting for dough. Here's Ryan Palmer with the Golf Awards.
4-time champion Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success. On the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition, he's taken home 4 tour victories, 11 runners-up, 67 top 10 finishes, including 2 in the majors.
Hey all you golfers out there. PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here to hand out the Golf Awards. But before I do, I want to point out something about golf compared to other sports. Listen, I get it. There's no buzzer beating golf. No one is throwing the ball 100 miles an hour at you, and no one is going to smash into you at the top of your swing and throw you to the ground. That's all true. But there's something awesome about golf that you can't find in a lot of other sports. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, you can play on the same courses that Tiger, Phil, myself, Annika and MB, or even Rory and DJ play on. Try shooting hoops with your friends at Madison Square Garden, or play 9 innings at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Let's hear it for the game of golf, where legendary venues are open to all. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Female Golfer of the Year is Emily Liptak of Green High School.
Emily Liptak tied for 6th individually in the Division I state tournament and helped Green finish 4th as a team. She also helped Green win a sectional title and finish 2nd in the district tournament with top 10 individual finishes and to a Federal League title as a first-team All-Federal League selection.
Congratulations, Emily. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Male Golfer of the Year is Solomon Petrie of Archbishop Hoban High School.
Archbishop Hoban's Solomon Petrie finished tied for 5th at the Division I state championship and led the Knights to a team title with a state tournament scoring record. Petrie was an All-Ohio first-team honoree in 2020 and helped Hoban win sectional and district team titles. He is committed to play golf at the University of Kentucky.
Congratulations, Solomon.
A lot of sports have similar concepts and equipment, boundaries, balls, and scoreboards, name a few. But there are 2 that make use of sand. One is golf, where it's to be avoided, and the other is beach volleyball, where it's embraced in all its gritty glory. Here to lend a hand with our volleyball awards is someone who knows achieving greatness is no day at the beach, Carrie Walsh Jennings.
Carrie Walsh Jennings, also known as 6 Feet of Sunshine, is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history. She and her former teammate Misty May Traynor won 3 gold medals and 5 world championships, earning the title the greatest beach volleyball team of all time.
Hey everybody, Carrie Walsh Jennings here. I know this looks like a volleyball, but in reality, it's a ticket to your future. Because the lessons you learn hitting this sucker around will come in handy down the road. Things like teamwork, determination, goal setting. You're going to need all of those skills. And then, there are the friends you make with this. Ones you'll have for the rest of your life. Priceless. So don't think of it as just a volleyball. Think of it as your secret weapon for success. And your honorees for Volleyball Player of the Year are and the finalists are and the Greater Akron Female Volleyball Player of the Year is Joy Banks of Nordonia High School.
Joy Banks will continue her volleyball career at Northern Kentucky University. She was named a first-team All-Ohio player in Division I, and she had 464 kills in 2020.
Congratulations, Joy.
There are some athletes today who have been so dominant, you only have to say their first name for everyone to know who you're talking about. They become celebrities, giants of their sport.
That's right. Our next presenter was an athlete like that during her long career. She made her mark as a teenager, practically ruled at Wimbledon, and was still taking home major titles at the age of 49. The name Navratilova will be in the record books for years to come. But for so many of us, all you have to say is Martina.
Martina Navratilova is one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket. Born in the former Czechoslovakia, the former world #1 claimed 18 Grand Slam singles titles, added to her 31 doubles and 10 mixed doubles. 59 major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the Open era.
Hey everybody, Martina Navratilova here, to tell you that you picked a great sport to play in high school, because it's a sport that you can play your whole life. I mean, look at me. I'm still out there on the court all the time, playing for hours, and I'm like 60. Never mind, you can see by my hair how old I am. My hair is thinning, but anyway, I don't know why I did that. Because you guys can just Google my name and kind of figure out how old I am and then Instagram me about it, whatever. Anyway, all the effort that you are putting in now, it can pay dividends well past your competitive playing days. Remember, you can love other sports, but tennis is the only sport where love is literally part of the game. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Female Tennis Player of the Year is Morgan Dobos of Revere High School.
Revere's Morgan Dobos compiled a record of 23-6 as a junior and was named the Suburban League American Conference Player of the Year after winning the first singles championship at the SLAC tournament. Dobos was a Division II district qualifier in singles after qualifying for the state tournament in doubles in both 2018 and 19.
Congratulations and kudos to all of the High School Sports Awards honorees. I love hearing about the future stars of tennis. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Male Tennis Player of the Year is Elijah Hadler of Highland High School.
Highland sophomore Elijah Hadler advanced to the Division I state singles tournament and finished with a 27-2 record in singles competition and a 2-1 mark in doubles play. Hadler won the Suburban League American Conference First Singles Championship, earned a sectional singles title, and finished second in the district singles bracket.
Congratulations, Elijah.
Bruce Springsteen once topped the charts with his iconic album, Born to Run. But for this ultra marathon, man, those aren't words that you sing. Those are words you live by. Presenting the awards for cross country, Dean Karnazes.
Dean Karnazes, the legendary Badwater ultramarathon champion, running 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. He later ran a marathon at the South Pole. This superhuman and best-selling author has run 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. But first, a quick confession. I only ran cross country as a freshman in high school. Our team won the state championships, and I figured that I couldn't top that, so I stopped running. Until later in life. Now I've raced and competed on all 7 continents. But enough about me. This is about you guys, the best cross-country runners from across the country. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross-Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Female Cross Country Runner of the Year is Claire Nicholas of Wadsworth High School.
Wadsworth junior Claire Nicholas finished in 15th place at the Division I state championship meet. She also placed 3rd at the Suburban League National Conference Championship meet, 5th in the district meet, and 8th in the regional meet.
Congratulations, Claire. Here are the honorees for the male cross-country runner of the year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Male Cross Country Runner of the Year is Ryan Champa of Woodridge High School.
Senior Ryan Champa won the individual Division II state championship in a time of 15 minutes 42.9 seconds and led Woodridge to its state record 10th state title. Champa also won a Metro Atlantic Conference championship, a district title, and finished second in the regional meet. He only lost one race the entire season. He'll continue his career at John Carroll University.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Desmond, follow me here.
Okay.
The Four Horsemen.
Murderers Row.
The Steel Curtain.
Broad Street Bullies.
Oh, good one. Phi Slamma Jamma.
The Splash Brothers.
You did good at that game. Certain groups of athletes stand the test of time, not just for what they did, but for how they did it.
Yes, and to present our award in gymnastics, we're honored to have with us a member of another iconic ensemble from that golden quintet of the Rio Olympics. Here's Laurie Hernandez.
Laurie Hernandez, a member of U.S. Women's legendary Final Five gymnastics team, helped bring home team gold and earned a silver medal for herself at the last Summer Olympics. The Jersey girl is back, competing again on the world stage, and as many know, she also took Dancing with the Stars by storm, finishing as the season 23 champion.
Hey, what's up guys? Laurie Hernandez here, and I am honored to give some love to gymnasts from coast to coast. This is an Olympic year, so our sport gets some time to shine in prime time. Don't get me wrong, that's a great thing and all, but for you guys, it doesn't matter what year it is. You're in the gym, putting in all the hours on the floor, beam, bars, horse, vault, and the rings, because you all know that perfect routine is out there. And if you love that chase of perfection, then you'll definitely have mad skills in whatever career path you choose. You hear people say, leave it out all on the floor. Well, I'm here to tell you that even if you get a perfect 10, a lot of what you learned in gymnastics comes with you off the mat and into the real world. So congratulations on a great year, and let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Gymnast of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Gymnast of the Year is Paige Yu of Highland High School.
Highland sophomore Paige Yu won the state championship with a dominating all-around performance. Yu was first at the state meet in the uneven bars and the balance beam, second in the vault, and third on the floor exercise. She also won an all-around sectional title and was third in a district meet.
Congratulations, Paige.
We have loved seeing how you are celebrating. Thank you for posting and letting us celebrate with you. Keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtags for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. Now let's hear from some honorees with our friends, Matt and Tyler.
Thanks, Abby. One thing you could say about us athletes is some of us tend to be a little superstitious.
Some eat the same thing before every game, some listen to the same music, some people even wear the same socks for every game for years.
Really? Bro, those Sam's Club socks?
Come on, bro.
The thick cotton ones?
I know, but we had socks from our school. You wouldn't wear them. You would stink up the whole place because you wouldn't even wash them. You'd forget to wash them. You still do that same thing in my apartment.
In any case, we want to hear from some of the greats. Let's see what they've done to lock in the wins.
I think I used to have like a ton of rituals. Well, I'm a pitcher, and so we're kind of known for being a little different.
I had my special hair ties. I would have to shower before every competition.
I've always had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I played.
I pretty much just put on my right sock before my left sock, my left shoe before my right shoe. I never touched the lines. I always warmed up 27 minutes before game time.
But my one, I guess, like pregame ritual would be that I always pass with one particular teammate, Lauren Meyer.
I didn't have any rituals or lucky anything, and I tried to stay away from those things because luck scares me.
There are some things in certain playlists that might last an entire season, or you might listen to a certain playlist that you made and lose or have a bad game, and that thing gets erased pretty quickly.
I do 3 claps on the blocks, typically before I start my race.
Like if I do something before a workout, before a competition, and I notice that I had a good day, I now have to do said thing until the meet is done.
Obviously all rituals are a mental thing, but they were a big part of my preparation.
Kind of like Dumbo's feather, like you don't need the feather to fly. You have it within you.
30 minutes before game time, yeah, it's embarrassing. 4 chocolate chip cookies and an orange Powerade.
Well, that certainly was educational, whatever it takes, right?
Yeah.
And what about you, Desmond? I would think a Heisman Trophy winner would have some good pregame rituals. Did you do anything?
Yeah, you know, it's pretty silly and goofy, but I used to put everything on in the same particular order. No matter if we're home or away, like the right sock, then the left sock. You know, it's just, I know it's ridiculous. I do it now, even when I put on my suit.
So you put your suit on in that particular order that you used to put your uniform on today? That's what you did?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, that was very good. So moving on, let's get to our next set of awards.
You can't have a high school sports awards show without showing some love to all the bands out there.
Yes, they inspire their teams, energize their fans, and are as vital to high school athletics as uniforms and sports streaks. The Best Band Fan Favorite Award is voted on by the community and gives us a chance to give it up for the band. Here are your honorees. Here are your finalists. And the winner is...
The Barberton Band is filled with wonderful kids from 8th grade and the high school. They've risen to every challenge despite numerous COVID-19 restraints. Band members never fail to inject their own energy and personality into every song they play. Simply put, BHSMB is magic.
Congratulations, great job.
Okay, let's be honest. I'm never going to suit up in a goalie gear and stand in front of a 100-mile-an-hour slap shot or block Shaq's shot. But I have put on a pair of tricolor rented shoes and rolled the ball down a greased lane with some friends. So with the help of legendary Chris Barnes, let's go bowling, man.
Chris Barnes, the Kansas native, has claimed 19 PBA Tour titles during his 20-plus year bowling career. This 2018 PBA Hall of Fame inductee has rolled 55 perfect games and is the only bowler in history to win Collegiate Player of the Year, the PBA Rookie of the Year, PBA Player of the Year, World Cup Champion, and the World Singles Gold Medal.
Hey everybody, Chris Barnes here to give a much-deserved shout-out to my fellow bowlers. For some reason, bowling doesn't seem to get as much love out there in the world as some other high school sports. I, for one, can't think of a single reason why that would be. As the fastest-growing high school sport in America, it seems times are changing. In our sport where perfection is an attainable goal, an accomplished bowler will always have a keen eye, laser-like attention to detail, and they'll have to make all parts of their game work together to be in absolute harmony with their surroundings, just like an athlete in any other sport. So I'm not sure why there is often this subtle lack of respect for bowling out there in the media. Maybe it's the shoes? But at least we don't have referees, right? Here are your honorees for the Female Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are... The Greater Akron Female Bowler of the Year is Vita Hughes of Green High School.
Green junior Vita Hughes finished 7th in the Division I state tournament with a 587 series to help Green finish 7th in the team standings. She also was 17th in her sectional tournament and contributed toward Green taking 3rd as a team in both the sectional and district tournaments.
Congratulations, Vita! And now for the guys' lane. Here are your honorees for the Male Bowler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Male Bowler of the Year is Angelo Biondo of Woodridge High School.
Woolridge senior Angelo Biondo finished 2nd in the Division II state tournament with a 676 series and helped Woodridge finish 8th as a team. He won a sectional title with a 735 series and tied for 2nd at a district tournament as Woodridge won sectional and district championships.
Congratulations, Angelo.
When you're on the track, you know records are made to be broken. And legends can be made in a fraction of a second. That's why you always have to come with your best. You never know when it's your time to make your mark and when the world is watching.
And the world definitely watched our next presenter. He remains the only man to win gold in the 200 and 400 at the same Olympics. The one and only legendary sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson. This Texan dominated sprinting for most of the 90s. Of his 16 major international medals, not a single one isn't gold. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, and to this day, the U.S. records in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here to help celebrate the amazing achievements of the athletes from the friendliest sport there is, track and field. I know all those other sports will be mad that I said that, but think about it. When most sports have teams come together to compete, they call it a game. Some call it a match. But when we compete, where do we do it? At a meet. You can't get much more friendly than a meet as far as competition goes. Speaking of which, it's time to meet our honorees. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Demaya Barker of Booktail High School.
Junior Demaya Barker won 2 Division II state championships to lead Booktail to a 2nd place finish in the team standings. Barker finished 1st in the 100-meter hurdles, 1st in the 300 hurdles, 2nd in the 800 relay, and 2nd in the 1600 relay. She also earned track and field titles in the City Series, District, and Regional Championship meets.
Congratulations, Demaya. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Zaid Elkert of Woodbridge High School.
Senior Zaid Elkert helped lead Woodridge to a Division II team state championship by winning the 800-meter dash, contributing to the winning 3200 relay, and taking part on the 5th place 1600 relay. He also earned track and field titles in the Metro Athletic Conference, District, and Regional Championship meets.
Congratulations, Zaid.
All right, it's time to celebrate those who use a dirty dangle with some tasty sauce to light the lamp. Those guys and gals who put the biscuit in the basket and occasionally chirp their way to the sin bin. The ones who go top shelf on their way to epic sellies. We are talking about the coolest athletes on earth. And here to help some talented hockey players raise our version of the cup, we have Hall of Famer Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis, a 5'8" native of Canada, defied limitations, and battled his way to an amazing career. The first ballot Hall of Famer collected a Hart Trophy as league MVP, a Stanley Cup, and an Olympic gold medal. His number 26 was the first jersey retired by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hey guys, it's Marty St. Louis. I can't tell you how honored I am to be part of these high school sports awards because you guys do everything for the love of the game. There's not a lot of glamour in 4 a.m. practices. No one is signing an endorsement deal in the back of a car of stinky equipment. So the fact that you all do that tough stuff day in and day out and season after season, it's a testament to your passion for the game of hockey. You all have my utmost respect and admiration. Well, not all of you, because there are a couple who still haven't unpacked those stinky bags from their last game. You know who you are. Come on, guys. Cut your pants a break. Neighbors are starting to complain about the smell. As for the rest of you, great job. I can tell you firsthand that heart and will can take you anywhere. Here are your honorees for the Hockey Player of the Year. And here are your finalists. And the Greater Akron Hockey Player of the Year is Charlie Huscroft of Walsh Jesuit High School.
Senior Charlie Huscroft helped guide Walsh Jesuit to a state semifinal appearance as a captain and starting defender. His efforts contributed to WJ winning a district title and becoming the first Summit County high school to compete in the ice hockey state tournament.
Congratulations on a great season, Charlie.
All right, fun fact time here. Okay. Desmond, did you know that the origins of field hockey predate those of its chillier cousin ice hockey by several thousand years?
I did not, Laura. But did you know that Amanda Magadan is an incredibly talented, decorated midfielder for Team USA? Huh. And she's here to present our Field Hockey Awards.
Amanda Magadan, the 26-year-old midfielder from New Jersey, embodies speed and endurance. She's represented the U.S. since 2016 and has already collected 80 international caps to date.
Hey everybody, Amanda Magadan here to present the Field Hockey Awards. I don't know about you girls, but one of my favorite things about our sport is watching someone experience it for the first time. You can always see them on the sidelines and in the stands. You can tell it's their first game because their eyes look like this, and they can't believe what they're seeing. They usually come in thinking, oh, it's just some girls in skirts having a bit of a run while knocking a ball about. Then they see with their own eyes how hard we swing the sticks, the velocity of the ball, and how little protection gear we wear. They see how fast and far we run, and run, and run. And you'll usually see them grab their lower back with sympathy pain just watching how much time we spend standing up and getting low during a game. And by the end of the game, their expression has totally changed. They have a much greater appreciation for what we do. And that's my favorite thing. My second favorite thing is handing out awards to you guys. So let's do that. Here are your honorees for the Field Hockey Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Field Hockey Player of the Year is Hannah Killeen of Hudson High School.
Hudson's Hannah Killeen is an Ohio State recruit who was named to the All-Ohio team as a junior and a senior. She led the Explorers to a state runner-up finish as a senior and finished the season with 21 goals and 17 assists as a center attack midfielder.
Congratulations, Hannah.
It is called the beautiful game. And we're 3.5 billion soccer fans, that's right, billion with a B, around the world. I think you have a hard time arguing with that description.
Just like no one can argue that Alex Morgan is one of the most accomplished players, man or woman, in the history of the U.S. national team, and the perfect choice to present our soccer awards.
When Alex Morgan steps on the pitch, it is game on. With a knack for late-game heroics, Morgan's goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to gold. She would go on to win the World Cup in 2014 and 19.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I've been so fortunate with all the things I've been able to do thanks to soccer. And you might be looking wide-eyed at that list of accomplishments, so it might surprise you to know that in this interaction we are having right now, I'm the envious one. I'm not kidding, because you guys are in or just finished high school, and I absolutely loved my time in high school. It was Dunbar High School in Southern California. Go Brahmas! Our colors were purple and gold, and our cheer was loud and proud. Yeah, that stuff stays with you. I'm envious because high school is special. You guys have your whole life ahead of you, which is scary, but also really exciting at the same time. So congrats on all your accolades, and just try to really enjoy the ride. Your older self will thank you, trust me. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Female Soccer Player of the Year is Miriam Sijardo of Archbishop Hoban High School.
Miriam Sijardo led Archbishop Hoban to Division I sectional and district championships. She scored 44 goals and had 6 assists as a senior forward, was voted as the Division I District Player of the Year, and was a first-team All-Ohio selection. She finished her 4-year varsity career with 100 goals and 24 assists.
Congrats, Miriam. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Male Soccer Player of the Year is Ben Hallis of Hudson High School.
Ben Hallis led Hudson to the Suburban League National Conference Championship, to Division I sectional and district titles, and to a top 10 ranking in the state. Hallis totaled 24 goals and 8 assists this season as a midfielder. He was also named the SLNC Player of the Year and received Division I, First Team All-Ohio, and All-District honors.
Congrats, Ben.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Rodgers, and I'll be handing off some football awards in just a bit. Maybe I'll be saying your name, so stick around to find out.
Sometimes you need to make the most of those long summer days. With free pickup, you can. Order ahead in the Meyer app.
And now it's time for some very meaningful awards.
And now, it's time for the Akron Children's Hospital Character Award.
And the winner is...
Around Archbishop Hoban High School, most know Sophia Stahl as the girl who helps out with the basketball team. She certainly does that, handling game day setup, filming games, running the clock, and setting up the gym during practices, washing uniforms, packing bags for road trips, and more. But how she got to this point is a story of its own. Stahl has overcome many challenges, including losing her sister from Prader-Willi syndrome when she was very young. She and her mom started Isabella's Closet, which supplies the homeless and less fortunate with basic essentials in her sister's honor. Stahl has also battled depression and family struggles, but her dedication to the basketball team has helped keep her on track and has inspired her teammates as well.
Congratulations, great job.
Now, Laurie, you know they say defense wins championships. I know you won't get any argument about that from our next presenter. But even if you did, I'm pretty sure you'd let him win that argument.
Yeah, I'd sure stay out of his way. Also, those people haven't met you. But anyway, here to present the Defensive Football Player of the Year is TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, the youngest in an NFL family dynasty, was drafted in the first round by the Steelers in 2017 and became the first rookie to start at linebacker for the Black and Gold in more than 30 years. He has earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, led the league in sacks in 2020, and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year finalist.
Hey everybody, it's TJ Watt, giving some much-deserved props to the defenders out there. We all know that the offense is the one everybody likes to talk about and read about during the season. But over the long haul, history looks back kindly on those who defend. Think about it. The heroes of the Alamo, they were defenders. The iconic and beloved lawyer Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird, defender. Even one of the early super popular video games back in the 80s was called, you guessed it, Defender. And how would you describe a talented player on the other side of the ball? You call them offensive, like a bad smell or a horrendous outfit, like that uncle who always jokes weirdly at Christmas. So keep doing what you're doing out there on the field. People may go nuts for the quarterbacks today, but they'll always remember you defenders for years to come. Here are your honorees for the Defensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Defensive Football Player of the Year is Carrion Davis of Archbishop Hoban High School.
Archbishop Hoban High School's Carrion Davis was named the Ohio Division II Defensive Player of the Year with 8 interceptions and 11 total touchdowns. He was also honored as a first-team All-Ohio defensive back and won a Division II state championship. He won 3 state titles in his career.
Congratulations, Carrion.
A big thanks to TJ Watt for helping us out with the defense. And before we move on to offense, I was thinking, Desmond, if I could get you, TJ, and our next presenter on my flag football team, I could go ahead and just plan the victory dinner before the season even started.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, man, I love to run routes for this guy. His accuracy and creativity as a signal caller make him a receiver's dream.
So more on my flag football team later, but he is one of the best and has certainly carved out a place for his name in the record books. Here to present is legendary quarterback Aaron Rodgers.
Super Bowl champion Aaron Rodgers holds the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the 3rd MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey everybody, Aaron Rodgers here to hand out some awards to incredibly deserving high school football players. Of course, that got me thinking about all the things I love about our sport. One of the most underrated aspects of football, the terminology. I mean, we got the blitz, the bomb, the sack, wild card. We spike, we trap, we fly, we Hail Mary from time to time. Those are fun. No offense to other sports, but while they dribble or bunt, we hit the hole and shoot the gap. They can't stand tall with the Statue of Liberty or transform a turnover into a touchdown with the fumble-rooski. So what do you say? We get in victory formation as we salute some amazing athletes from the gridiron. Here are the honorees for the Offensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Offensive Football Player of the Year is Jacob Pautani of Hudson High School.
Hudson's Jacob Pautani was named a Division II All-Ohio first-team quarterback and the Northeast Inland District Co-Offensive Player of the Year. He led Hudson to a regional final as a senior and had 2,557 total yards of offense. He was a part of 22 touchdowns, 16 of those passing. He also blocked 2 field goals on special teams.
Congratulations, Jacob.
Imagine for a moment what it would be like to go through your day carrying around something that weighs the same as you do. Now imagine that weight isn't playing nice and is fighting you the whole time. It would get pretty exhausting pretty fast. Welcome to the life of a wrestler. Here to help us award these masters of the mat is freestyle Olympic champion Kyle Snyder.
Kyle Snyder, aka Captain America, in 2016 became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years. He'll be repping the red, white, and blue again when he attempts to defend his freestyle Olympic gold in Tokyo.
Hey everybody, Kyle Snyder here. If you want to have a long and successful wrestling career, you have to embrace a concept that is foreign to most Americans. I'm talking about kilograms. That measure of weight that school children and the rest of the world use with ease, but adults in the US can't seem to wrap their heads around. So if you already have a handle on it, you're ahead of the game. It's kind of like learning the language of your opponents. Here are your honorees for the Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Greater Akron Wrestler of the Year is... Marlon Yarbrough.
Copley senior Marlon Yarbrough won a Division II state championship at 113 pounds and helped lead Copley to third place in the Division II team standings. A University of Virginia recruit, he also won sectional and district titles and finished the season 39-0.
Congratulations, Marlon.
A lot of today's sports come from purely recreational origins. Not lacrosse. Created by Native American tribes, what we call lacrosse was used to train warriors and even had some religious significance. Today, its popularity is absolutely exploding, thanks in no small part to our next presenter, lacrosse legend, Paul Rabel.
Paul Rabel, the lacrosse superstar and legend, has 7 championship titles through his college, professional, and international career. The 3-time MVP co-founded the Premier Lacrosse League, changing the game of pro play for the fastest growing team sport in North America.
What's up, all you lacrosse players out there? I'm Paul Rabel, and I've seen a bunch of your highlights and was blown away. You guys totally do your talking on the field, which is where you want a lacrosse player to do their talking, which got me thinking, why am I talking here instead of giving awards to you guys over there? So let's do this. Here are your honorees for the Female Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Greater Akron Female Lacrosse Player of the Year goes to Carolyn Gage of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy.
Sophomore Caroline Gage earned All-Ohio honors as a dynamic scorer and helped CVCA make a Division II regional quarterfinal appearance. Gage had 105 goals and 10 assists heading into the regional quarterfinal. She set a state record for most goals in a match with 12 in a 20-5 regular season win over St. Vincent St. Mary.
Congratulations, Carolyn. And now, for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Lacrosse Player of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Greater Akron Male Lacrosse Player of the Year goes to Alec Dickens of Hudson High School.
Junior Alec Dickens earned All-American honors with 58 goals and 39 assists and helped Hudson advance to a Division I regional final. He also was a first-team All-Ohio and first-team All-Midwest selection, was named the Regional Player of the Year and the Regional Attackman of the Year.
Congratulations, Alec.
And now it's time to honor some athletes who are not only doing great in their sport, but also in the classroom. And the winner is...
During her high school career, Wadsworth's Mina Leopold was an outstanding track athlete, qualifying for the Division I regional track and field meet twice and the state meet as a sophomore. But that pales in comparison to Leopold's accomplishments off the track. Leopold finished with a 4.44 grade point average and scored a 33 on her ACT test. She was a key club member and an active volunteer for the school district's advocacy program for elementary schools. She'll continue her track career next year as a business major at Emory University.
Congratulations, great job. We all have that person we look to for inspiration, that drives us to be better, that in turn helps us become an example for somebody else.
And the cycle keeps repeating. Let's take a moment to hear about some of the people who've inspired athletes at every level.
Hey guys, we're back. So let's talk about role models.
Being that person who inspires others is what it's all about. It's one of the main reasons why we started ABC Food Tours, to share experiences, become mentors, and help kids in our communities.
I mean, it's one of my favorite things we do. Give back to the kids, have fun with them, learn from them, teach them a little bit. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's been super rewarding. You know, it's a lot of the lessons that I thought that I'd be teaching these kids is what I've learned from
them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so mentoring, you learn a lot by giving, but you also learn a lot by receiving.
Exactly.
Even the pros have role models. Let's hear who inspired them and who they looked up to.
My role model was Lisa Fernandez. Her standard of excellence was so high.
Peekaboo Street was mine, and without her, you know, I don't know if I would be where I am, so I'm very, very grateful to her.
My role model is Alex Morgan.
My parents inspire me because they raised 3 strong daughters.
My role model growing up was Cal Ripken. He was the all-round player. He was the Rookie of the Year. He was an MVP. He was a world champion. All things that I wanted to accomplish in my career.
My fiance Megan is also a little bit of my role model, just to see how she carries herself. I have a front row seat to it.
I tried to change it to a real model.
I look up to people who are authentic.
You know, I always tell kids it's good to admire somebody. If you like what they do, steal it.
My role model are my parents and siblings.
My role model is my father.
Both of my parents, going back from day one, driving us all around, both of my brothers and I.
My older brother was a great athlete, and I was always chasing after him.
I think the memory of my mom, because she was always so kind and so smart.
The military and their effect they had on me in my rehab.
You hope that as an athlete you can have a positive impact on the community, and there's ways you do it vocally, through social media today, and most importantly through action in the communities.
And so to potentially be that for somebody else obviously is an amazing feeling.
Softball might be the most misnamed sport there is. First off, the ball isn't soft at all. Just ask anyone who's ever been hit by one. Secondly, pitchers routinely hurl it over 70 miles an hour, standing only 43 feet from home plate. So don't confuse softball for being soft. To present our next set of awards, here's legendary pitcher Jennie Finch.
An icon of the diamond, Jennie Finch caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage, helping lead Team USA to the gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would later collect a silver medal in Beijing and go on to boast an outstanding pro career on her way to the National Softball Hall of Fame.
Hey everybody, Jennie Finch here with a question for all you softball players out there. Why can't they make a great sports movie about women's softball? Is it really that hard? I mean, our smaller sphered cousin baseball has tons of them. Sure, there is that comedy All-Stars, but that's really more about the parents than it is about the players. Even A League of Their Own is about women's baseball, where there is no crying, not softball. It makes no sense.
Our sport provides plenty of drama. I don't know about you, but I've met some unforgettable characters in and around the diamond. And you have a built-in audience dying to see their sport up on the silver screen. So for any of you softball players out there with a mile-wide creative streak, start gathering some fun stories, start putting together some characters, and getting them down on paper. And let's see if we can make a movie about the greatest sport in the world, softball. And while we wait for that, let's give out some awards. Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Softball Player of the Year is Maddie Rookie of Hudson High School.
Senior Maddie Rookie helped lead Hudson to a Suburban League National Conference Championship and a Division I sectional title. Rookie, a Bucknell recruit, was named the SLNC Pitcher of the Year and was a first-team All-District and a first-team All-Ohio selection.
Congratulations, Maddie.
In 1936, Major League Baseball became the first professional sport in North America to establish a Hall of Fame as a way to remember the greats of the game from every generation. Induction to the Hall is seen as the highest honor of an extraordinary player's remarkable career. To present our baseball awards is first ballot Hall of Famer Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones was selected by the Atlanta Braves as the #1 overall pick in 1990 and went on to become a mainstay in a Braves dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title. He captured 2 Silver Slugger awards and was the National League MVP in 1999.
Hey everybody, can't tell you how proud I am to be a part of this presentation to all you hardworking baseball players out there. I also want to say how impressed I am at all the stats you guys use these days. Y'all have a measure for everything. When I was playing, we didn't talk much about range factors or wins above replacement or bequeathed runner scored. Heck, we didn't even know what bequeath was. The only time we ever talked about launch angle was if we happened to see the space shuttle taking off. And exit velocity was how fast the fans left after big locks. But by embracing all the statistical analysis, you're getting new insights into this great game. You're also probably getting a lot better scores on your math tests, so keep up the good work. And don't let your BABIP affect your WOBA, whatever that means. Here are your honorees for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Baseball Player of the Year is Henry Kazmar of Walsh Jesuit High School.
Junior shortstop Henry Kazmar earned All-Ohio honors in Division I and helped guide Walsh Jesuit to a state semifinal appearance. Kazmar, a University of Michigan recruit, compiled a .568 batting average with 54 hits in 95 at-bats, scoring 46 runs with 4 home runs, 42 runs batted in, 2 triples, and a single-season school record 18 doubles.
Congratulations, Henry.
Hey, gonna have some fun with you. Basketball is awards coming up.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
There you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
You want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
Many of the athletes featured tonight will continue their athletic careers in college.
But our next presenter's talents were so prodigious that the professional leagues couldn't wait. To hand out our basketball awards, we have the big ticket himself, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, dubbed Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in more than 20 years. This 15-time All-Star earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors and an Olympic gold medal. Here he is, the big ticket himself.
Hey, KG here. I know all you girls and guys have worked really hard in high school. Have totally earned all the props and recognition you're getting. But no matter how long you play this game, know one thing, they will never teach you at any point along the way is how to give out awards. I tell you right now, it's not easy. It's great that our country is a melting pot and we have people from all over. But that also means that the names can be pronounced a million different ways. So be kind to the big ticket, if you will. If I accidentally mispronounce your name or if I don't get your name right perfectly, I mean, no disrespect. I have just seen these winners' names and I'm gonna try my best, okay? So let's get to it. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are the Greater Akron's Female Basketball Player of the Year is Lene Riley of Archbishop's Hoban High School.
Archbishop Hoban Jr. Lene Riley led the Knights to a Division I state semifinal appearance by averaging around 22 points and 9 rebounds per game. She earned first-team All-Ohio and All-Northeast Inland District honors in Division I and was co-player of the year for the Northeast Inland District.
Congratulations, Lene. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are the Greater Akron Male Basketball Player of the Year is Malachi Branham of St. Vincent St. Mary's High School.
St. Vincent St. Mary senior Malachi Branham was named Mr. Basketball in Ohio in 2021 after leading the Irish to the Division II state title. He averaged 21.3 points per game, was named the Division II Player of the Year, scored 37 points in the state final over Columbus St. Francis de Sales, and will continue his basketball career at Ohio State University.
Congratulations, Malachi.
Courage means getting up after you've been knocked down. Failure is refusing to get up. Courage is getting up and doing something about it.
Courage means being uncomfortable and being okay with that.
Be willing to take a chance and maybe go against the flow.
To put yourself on the line for something.
I was always taught that courage means doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Courage means stepping out of your comfort zone.
Courage means you're fearless.
Courage means facing your fears and saying, I'm not scared of you.
Courage means doing the right thing all the time, not just when people are watching.
Courage can mean that you're just not afraid to make mistakes.
Not the absence of fear, but I think confronting your fears.
One of my favorite quotes is by Mary Ann Radmacher. It says, courage does not always roar. Some days, courage is the little voice that says, I'll try again tomorrow.
Courage truly means so many things. Overcoming challenges is the very essence of sports. But there are times when adversity comes after the whistles have blown and the horns have sounded, and it's devastating. The Courage Award is given to an athlete who has faced tremendous hardship, and through their strength and tenacity, were able to rise above it.
In 2018, a traumatic on-field leg injury threatened to end Alex Smith's professional football career and his life. After 17 surgeries, a lethal infection, and 2 years of grueling rehab, he stepped back into the huddle to help lead the Washington football team to an improbable playoff berth. Here to honor our recipient and present the 2021 Courage Award is a man who is no stranger to hardship himself, 2020 NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith.
There are a lot of ways to define courage. For me, courage is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. And the grace exhibited by our Courage Award winner is something to behold. Courage can be found overcoming a sudden and traumatic event, or conquering a lifelong condition in ways the rest of us can't even imagine. What makes this athlete truly amazing is that they shared their very difficult, very personal story in order to help the next person who has the same brutal hill to climb. They found a way to turn courage into something shared, something inspiring, something beautiful. And the recipient of the Courage Award for the Greater Akron area is Anna Faust of Hudson High School.
Anna Faust has a different definition of normal. Faust was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis when she was 18 months old. A life of constant pain, sometimes unable to get out of bed, constant joint pain, is all she knows. Quote, "It's always been there, so it was always either learn to deal with it or live a crappy life," unquote, Faust said. Quote, "So I pretty much had to pick myself up and learn to deal with it and not mope around when I'm having bad days," unquote. Faust, a junior at Hudson High School, is this year's Courage Award winner for her perseverance in the face of constant pain. Faust's first sport was soccer, but around the same time she started to lose interest, she discovered a love for volleyball. She traded the running involved with the former for the falling with the latter sport. Faust is a libero at Hudson, so naturally, somebody whose body already has chronic aches and pains relishes diving to the ground for digs. Faust takes seriously her drive to be treated as normally as possible, something that can be derived from a juvenile rheumatoid arthritis conference she attended. She took stock of how some others at the conference weren't as fortunate as she is, despite sharing the same condition. Quote, "I met a lot of people who have the same condition as me, and there are some kids who are stuck in wheelchairs, can't even write because their hands are so bad. And it was just so eye-opening because I can walk, I can write, I can do all these things. When I play, I'm playing for the people who can't."
Congratulations, Anna.
Hey high school sports fans, it's the Big Aristotle here to present some of the biggest awards of the night. So stick around, I've been preparing all week. I really hope I make Miss Swan proud. That's my fourth grade teacher. Definitely don't want to end up in detention again.
Hi, my name is Marco Gomez, store director of the Brimfield Meyer. As a company that focuses on enriching lives in the communities we serve, Meyer is proud to sponsor the Team of the Year Awards. These awards are designed to recognize the teams that continuously show fantastic teamwork, offer one another support, show excellent leadership, and make communication a priority. And it's no easy task. It takes a lot of dedication, commitment, and skill. On behalf of the entire team at your Brimfield Meyer store, congratulations to all of our all-star athletes.
We've seen so many outstanding individual achievements in all different sports from this past school year, but now we focus on the heart of high school athletics, the team. And a crucial ingredient for success at any level, the coach.
And to present our awards for the best team and best coach, please welcome someone who is no stranger to success, legendary coach Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer has found success at every stop of his coaching career, including 3 national championships. He's the winner of multiple National Coach of the Year awards, and this fall, he'll make his NFL debut as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Team of the Year award is presented by Meyer.
Hi guys, we know that good coaches and teams of this world are judged by the wins and losses. But we all know that there's a lot more behind the scenes. Strategy, teaching, training, and a lot of pushing. But a coach excels when his or her team truly comes together as one. And you know, it doesn't matter what sport you play, there really is nothing like being part of an exceptional team. It's never easy, of course. Nothing worthwhile ever is. The hours and hours of practice, the growth of a unit, going through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows of a season together. When you become a great team, a special bond forms between the players, the coaches, and the support staff. That's like nothing else I've ever felt. Yes, there's some magic needed to make great coaches and great teams, but don't take this old coach's word for it. Let's hear from some athletes who know a thing or two about winning.
A good teammate accepts you as you are, yet challenges you to become even better because they see the best in you.
A good teammate is someone who wants the same amount of success for you as they do themselves.
A good teammate is unselfish.
Somebody who always stays positive.
The way you grow, the way your game grows, the way your IQ grows, a lot of times is off the basis of how you're coached.
A good coach is consistent.
A good coach is someone that can motivate you to do things that your mind doesn't even think you can do.
Good coaches understand that their role is not just to coach, but to teach, to inspire, and motivate an athlete.
Okay guys, they really did say it best. But now let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year. And the Greater Akron Team of the Year is Woodbridge High School Boys Cross Country Team.
The Woodridge Boys Cross Country Team won a state championship for a state record 10th time. Senior Ryan Champa, Senior Andrew Lauk, and Junior Aaron Dutt each finished inside the top 15 at the Division II state meet for Coach Jeff Howard. Champa won the Division II individual state championship by completing the 3.1-mile course in a time of 15:42.9. Champa also won a Metro Athletic Conference championship at Goodyear Heights Metro Park in Akron and a district title at Lorraine. Lauk finished 13th at the Division II state meet in 16:11.4, and Dutt was 14th in 16:11.9. Senior Caden Hibbs, sophomore Seth Singer, senior Ryan Lauk, and junior Andrew Shaheen also contributed toward Woodridge's run to a state title, a district championship, and a MAC crown.
Congratulations guys, well done. Now for the Coach of the Year. And the finalists are and the Greater Akron Coach of the Year is Larry Grimes of Copley High School.
Wrestling coach Larry Grimes helped Copley High School to a third-place finish in the Division II state tournament with 78.5 points. Grimes mentored 2 state champions in seniors Kyron Butler and Marlon Yarbrough, who are both University of Virginia recruits. Butler won a sectional, district, and state championship at 132 pounds and finished the season with a 33-1 record. Yarbrough earned a sectional, district, and state championship at 113 pounds and finished the season 39-0. Copley's Javon Yarbrough and Canyon Wells each finished 5th at the state tournament, and Zane Van Voorhis placed 6th.
Congratulations, Coach. Excellent job.
All right, guys, the moment we have all been waiting for. It's time to reveal the top male and female athletes of the year. Yes. These are exemplary athletes who have stolen the spotlight, dominated the season, and shown what it means to be unstoppable.
To give us a helping hand with the female athlete of the year is the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Sue Bird has been a basketball superstar for more than 25 years. She earned the Naismith College Player of the Year and a 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award winner. Bird was the #1 pick of the 2002 WNBA draft, an 11-time All-Star, 2 NCAA championships, 4 WNBA crowns, 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 FIBA World Cup titles, plus a dozen or so International League titles.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. We've arrived at my favorite part of the show. Female Athlete of the Year brings together the best of the best, all in one award. It's kind of like that scene in Endgame when all the female heroes assemble, only instead of lasers, swords, and tricked out suits, you gals have sports equipment. But you get the idea. The point is, you have all excelled in your individual sports. You have all overcome obstacles standing between you and success. And you all have earned our lasting admirations. So really, there is no downside here. Just one of you gets a little bit more of an upside. But you all leave tonight winners. All right, let's meet our finalists for Female Athlete of the Year.
The Female Athlete of the Year candidates are Laurel Gomersall, a junior from Hudson High School, Ashley Karakes, a sophomore from Copley High School, and Paige Yu, a sophomore from Highland High School.
And the Greater Akron Female Athlete of the Year is Laurel Gomersall of Hudson High School.
Hudson junior Laurel Gomersall competed in the state gymnastics tournament and finished 19th in the state meet in all-around. She tied for 11th in the floor exercise at the state meet after placing 3rd in the floor exercise at a sectional meet and 6th in the event in a district meet. On the softball diamond, she played center field and helped Hudson win Suburban League National Conference and Division I sectional titles as the Explorers' leader in hits, runs, batting average, 5 home runs, 27 RBIs, and 11 doubles, and 4 triples.
Congratulations, Laurel.
Now let's meet the contenders for Male Athlete of the Year. With so much incredible talent on display, we needed somebody of equal stature. So our final presenter of the night needs no introduction.
Yeah, but we're gonna give him one anyway, because if we don't, I know he'll call us out and he'd say, "Hey, Des, Rutledge, why did you throw the Diesel some love?"
Wow.
So here to present our final award of the night, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the big Aristotle himself, is feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP title, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and a first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame.
What's up, everybody? Diesel in the house, representing for all the major athletes out there in high school. It's time to give out the Best Male Athlete Award. Anytime somebody wants to put the word best next to your name, that is a major sign of respect. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are...
The Male Athlete of the Year candidates are Malachi Branham, a senior from St. Vincent St. Mary High School, Kyle Snyder, a sophomore from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, and Eric Stern, a senior from Walsh Jesuit High School.
And the Greater Akron Male Athlete of the Year is Kyle Snyder of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy.
CVCA sophomore Kyle Snyder won a Division II state championship at 220 pounds and led CVCA to 7th in the Division II team standings. He won sectional and district titles and finished the wrestling season 44-0. Snyder helped the Royals football team win 2 Division IV playoff games and post an 8-3 record as a third-team All-Ohio running back with 217 carries for 1,727 yards and 22 touchdowns.
Congratulations, Kyle.
What a great night. We have had so much fun celebrating your accomplishments, and we want to thank all the parents, guardians, teachers, and role models who have helped these amazing young adults get to where they are today. You're all so important.
Exactly. And to all the athletes, coaches, and winners, congratulations.
Yes.
Until next year, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Some advice I'd give to my high school self would be don't sweat the small stuff.
I would tell my high school self to take time and enjoy the little things. High school flies by, and before you know it, you will be an adult. So have fun and enjoy the time with your friends and family.
Well, there's a couple things. I think one would to tell myself to be yourself. And a lot of times that's a lot easier said than done, but I know looking back, I was like every other high school kid, trying to figure things out, you know, seeing what your friends are doing, seeing what your family's doing, trying to see where you fit in. And I think a lot of times as kids, you know, we don't have the confidence to just be who we are.
Only surround yourself with people that you respect, that you love you back, that support you. You've got to have positive enforcement in every way around you.
Continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to do right things in the community, in schools, around other student athletes.
It's supposed to be fun. Work hard, put everything into it, but make sure that you have joy when you compete. It's not about the outcome, it's about competing with all of your heart for something that you love. The outcome, the results will take care of themselves if you do that. So make sure you have fun with your team, rejoice in each other, rejoice in your talent, and just go for it.
I think I would tell her first and foremost to enjoy the process and have fun and stay present in the moment. And then I would say to challenge herself and to kind of run towards her fears and get uncomfortable. I think that that's where people learn and grow the most, is making mistakes, taking advantage of the mistakes as an opportunity and learning from them.
My advice would be make the most of your high school experience. How you do that, it's about people, it's about relationships.
Be yourself and be a leader before being anything.